Good evening. The news summary for this Saturday evening. In the national news today, Dr. Patrick Emini has been elected as the new leader of the United Socialist Party, and Mr. Dick Esparon has been appointed as the party's new Secretary General. United Seychelles has also elected 15 new members to its National Executive Committee. Usually the party leader and NEC members are elected during the party's annual Congress or Extraordinary Congress. However, due to the COVID-19 situation, the Extraordinary Congress to hold elections took another form. Elections to the National Executive Committee were held over 4 days, with the results being announced today. Over 31,000 people have already had the vaccine against the COVID-19 virus. More than 23,000 people have had the Sinopharm vaccine, and the others have had the Covishield. They are people over 60 years old. There are more than 31,000 people who have had the vaccine. This figure represents less than half of the local population of 70,000 people who have been targeted to have the vaccines. 44% of the population then has already had the vaccine administered. Members of the National Assembly have received from Air Seychelles additional information on the plight of the airline in a 3-hour meeting held at the International Conference Centre this morning. The meeting was held behind closed doors.
The leader of the opposition, Sébastien Pillet, and the leader of government business, Bernard Georges, said after the meeting that there will be further deliberations on the issue in the Assembly on Tuesday. Mr. Pillet added that in the meeting, the Air Seychelles representatives presented themselves as one entity with plans on how to keep the airline operational. Mr. Georges also said that there were positive options for Air Seychelles and that under a good management, the airline could still play a part in the country's economy.
The Seychelles Revenue Commission donated several products and equipment to the National Council for the Elderly on the occasion of Customs Day, which was on the 26th of January. The donation included mops, disinfectants, milk, diapers and gloves. The Revenue Commissioner, Mrs. Véronique Emini, said the donation was a contribution of the Revenue Commission's 360 employees. She said that in previous years, the SRC used to celebrate Customs Day with a spiritual celebration, but this year it was not possible. The donation was handed over to the director of the Old People's Homes, Vincent Germain. The United Nations has asked for details of stateless Chagossians here, that is, people without access to a passport. The request has triggered a call from the Chagos community's representatives to help compile a list of them.
Around 200 of those who were forcibly removed from the archipelago by Britain ended up living in Seychelles, but some who couldn't prove their birth nationality faced not only humiliation and pain at losing their country, they ended up officially stateless.
We've had several complaints within our community that people have had difficulty or could not obtain a Seychelles passport. Most of these people did receive an ID card, but it created a lot of difficulty in establishing their identity or their citizenship and obtaining, Seychelles citizenships from early on.
In some cases, families were split up. Some Chagossians left here, while others were sent on with their personal papers to Mauritius. Requests for those missing documents have, according to the community here, gone unanswered.
We want the names of everyone that have had issues with their birth certificates and that have not been able to obtain a passport. We want all of their names, and we hope now that the Immigration Department and the UN are asking these questions, We will try to close this once and for all.
They've issued a phone number that stateless Chagossians here or their children can call. It's 272-4047. The UN's request for names of the stateless follows its General Assembly resolution in 2019 demanding that the UK gives back the islands to Mauritius from where they were split before Mauritius gained independence. It's another sign, perhaps, that Chagossians could one day regain their homeland.
And with this, we come to the end of the news summary. Thank you for watching. Have a very pleasant evening.